Thanks for coming so quickly. These ants are everywhere.
Don't you worry. I'm a professional clogger.
Okay, what the heck is going on in here?
Getting rid of the ants. I called a pro.
Yeah, hon, I meant an Orkin pro.
No matter your pet's needs, there's no pro like an Orkin pro. From termites to ants to mosquitoes and more, Orkin is the best in pests.
The ants are destroyed.
And so are the wood floors.
Click the banner to learn more.
Now I want to tell you about a podcast that can help you sleep. Created by a dad who couldn't find any sounds that would play long enough to last through a whole night of his baby sleeping, 12-Hour Sound Machines has episodes that mask outside noises, promote deep restful sleep for yourself and for your baby, and that help slow down your brain, reduce anxiety, and aid in thoughtful meditation. Join the millions of listeners that tune in every week to zone out the increasingly busy, distracting world around them. Just search for 12-Hour Sound Machines wherever you get your podcasts. This is Optimal Living Daily episode 2767, Triage, by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. And I'm Justin Malik, the guy who's been reading to you every day, including holidays, for over 7 years. And I'm going to keep that up, so let's get right to it and continue optimizing your life. Triage, by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. In battlefield medicine, the principle of triage involves dividing patients into 3 groups. Those who will die anyway, whether they receive medical attention or not, those who will survive anyway, whether they receive medical attention or not, and those who will survive only if they receive timely medical attention. Despite its morbid nature, triage is extremely important if you want to maximize the number of lives you save. If you don't do it, the results will be far worse than if you do. Triage is also a key principle of time management. In this case, you divide your tasks, projects, and activities into 3 groups. Projects that will fail to have a significant impact whether you do them or not, projects that will succeed anyway whether you do them or not, and projects that will have a significant impact if you complete them in a timely manner. Group 1 includes projects that may be urgent or non-urgent, but they definitely aren't important. If you focus your attention on this group, you're just spinning your wheels while more important projects remain undone. Ask yourself what difference a project will make in 5 years, and if the answer is none, it probably belongs to this group. Group 2 includes projects that will still get done by others even if you decline to participate. Someone else will pick up the ball if you drop it. Sometimes when we think we're essential, we really aren't. For example, if you quit a club or team that really seems to need you, it may do just fine without you. I'm not suggesting your participation won't matter, just that it isn't essential. Think of the wounded person on the battlefield who would love some medical attention for his or her injuries, but will still be okay even if no help is available. Group 3 includes projects that are very important, but rarely urgent. This is what Stephen Covey refers to as Quadrant 2 projects in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Such projects include starting a family, launching your own business, becoming physically fit, and exploring personal development. In the long run, these projects, habits, and practices can make a huge long-term difference in your life, but they require your sustained personal attention to succeed. Just as with battlefield medicine, the time management version of triage may sound a bit brutal. If you want to save group 3, you must withdraw your attention from groups 1 and 2. Otherwise, too many good projects from group 3 will die needlessly. Practicing triage is extremely challenging because it requires saying no again and again to what you may feel are good causes. It's the time management equivalent of saying no to wounded people calling for your help. You simply don't have time to comfort all of your dying projects or to nurse the non-essential ones. If you don't learn to make these tough decisions consistently, many real good projects will die, and that would be a far greater tragedy. The practice of triage is a challenge of consciousness. It's easy to lose sight of the big picture when you're staring at a project screaming for your attention, but you still need to muster the awareness to ask, is this the most important thing that must be done by me right now? Whenever you fail to ask this question, you can bet there's a more important project being stalked by the Grim Reaper. My recommendation is to make a list of your Group 3 projects and activities and keep it handy at all times. Maybe it's a list of your key goals, but it could just be a list of the life areas you want to attend to, such as your health, marriage, spiritual practice, etc. Review that list every day to keep refreshing its presence in your consciousness. This will help you make some of those tough triage decisions when the need arises. It's easier to say no to groups 1 and 2 when you can see the whole battlefield in front of you. The reason triage is so tough is that groups 1 and 2 are still deserving of your help. They're good projects or good people, and they need you. However, you simply won't have time to attend to group 3 if you become mired in groups 1 and 2. While groups 1 and 2 are good, group 3 is the best. While groups 1 and 2 need you, group 3 really, really, really needs you. Group 3 tends to be the smallest group, so it's likely you'll see a lot more 1s and 2s in your life. Most of the time, you have to say no to a lot of 1s and 2s just to reach the 3s, and those 1s and 2s may not want you to leave them once they have your attention. They'll grab your arm, plead with you to stay, and try to keep you with them. As you leave, they'll think you're the most heartless person on earth. It can be really tough to pull away in such situations, but that's exactly what you must do if you're to find and save those 3s. What are the 3s in your life that are dying on the battlefield, but which can still be saved if you reach them in time? Your health, your marriage, your career, your happiness? In order to make time to save these 3s, what 1s and 2s are you willing to let go of? You just listened to the post titled Triage by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com.
So you open Google Chrome on your phone, you're hunting for a super rare first edition vinyl of a band you're obsessed with when you're supposed to be working. But this site you tapped on seems pretty shady. And Daryl from IT just jumped up from his desk. Oh no, he's coming your way. It's a good thing built-in malware protection keeps you safe and sound. Not from Daryl though, sorry. There's no place like Chrome. Download Google Chrome on your phone.
Support for this podcast comes from Delmarva Power. Now you can make saving money part of your business with Delmarva Power's Energy Savings for Business program. Designed to fit every type of business, the program offers financial incentives that can cover up to 50% of the cost to upgrade to energy-efficient lighting, HVAC, and more. By using more efficient equipment, your business will save money every month on your electric bill for years to come. Learn more at delmarva.com/power savings.
Thank you to Steve. Time management is a tough one, and you and I have probably experimented with lists, and whether or not it's stuck probably depends on your own personal preferences. But I think an exercise like this could be super helpful, done even just one time, because it can be eye-opening to see something in new light. You can simply make those quadrants that he talked about. Draw it out. It would be 4 boxes, urgent and non-urgent along the top, and important and unimportant on the sides. So the 4 boxes would be the 4 combinations of urgency and importance. So it'd be urgent and important, urgent but unimportant, non-urgent yet important, and then non-urgent while also being unimportant. Simply taking a to-do list or a sort of brain dump of all these things in your mind that you feel like you have to do and placing them in these boxes, again, can be eye-opening and can be a really quick way to start prioritizing tasks that might have felt really messy before. So it's something to try. Hopefully it helps. Thanks to Steve for the idea. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.